Hey, what's up? The Zech here.
Chad.
And we decided to make tacos and eat and
Talk gossip.
yeah. But first, this is weighing heavily on me right now. An issue just happened and I want to publicly apologize to Chris. If you don't know who the fuck that is, then you don't need to worry about this part. Skip ahead. But I'm sorry. It was my fault. I've had an exhausting past couple weeks with stress and everything, and we banter back and forth, and I guess I took it too far. So it's my fault that the incident happened tonight. So I hope that we can still, rekindle whatever friendship we had and hopefully be better friends after this. We do have somebody mutually in common, and I'm definitely going to work on it because I'm glad Chad is in my life and I don't want to lose him. So, yeah. So again, I apologize and I'm sorry, Chris.
Okay, so on to the topics of today.
Hey, why ain't he got whatever? Anyway, since you want to skip over the mushy. Okay. So, this is what the fuck going on in this world. Hulk Hogan, Vincent McMahon.
No.
I'm
not
done.
No.
Hold on. I'm listing shit.
No.
Before you say something, I'm listing shit. Sandra, who is actually, she's from Illinois. She's actually right up the street from us. She's from right up the street from our town. The lady that got killed in Texas. There's another video out that's been reported about a guy who was told to put his hands around his back, and he turned around to do so, and before he could even do anything, the police put him in a chokehold and slammed him to his ground and started hitting him with nightsticks. So there's a bunch of stuff we're about to talk about. Okay, so we're gonna get WWE out of the way because this is one of the, one of these controversial things out there. Earlier this week or yesterday or whenever.
It was Thursday.
Hulk Hogan was caught saying the N-word, and the WWE fired him on the spot. And I am all for it. Now, here's the thing about WWE. WWE is known for racism. It is very racist in the WWE. I mean, look at the storyline. The Authority. You have all the Authority who is all white trying to run shit. Doesn't that remind you of something? Mm-hmm. To me, it does. So, what's your thought about the WWE?
My thought on this subject matter is this is bogus because yes, I know Hulk Hogan, like he was caught saying those racial slurs, but from it just
it don't matter if he ain't racist or not. He shouldn't have said it. He is a white, older male of the older generation. He should have fucking said it. Just like with the shit with Vincent McMahon. It was a skit. I agree, but he should have not have said it.
Yes,
he is white. He should not have said it.
Yes, I agree. But Vince is actually not racist because I know someone that actually personally met Vince.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't matter if he's racist or not. He should have said it to begin with.
They make racist remarks all the time on television. Yeah. All the time.
And they need to
on
stop
numerous
it.
shows.
And they wonder why we are leading. This is terrorism. It's a small version of terrorism, saying the N-word. Just like with the police brutality that's going on. That is terrorism on our own.
I mean, I don't know what's going on, like, with the police because, like I was telling, like, some of my coworkers, I personally have never been treated like that from the police, and I've been pulled over by the police before. So
it's not
I don't know if
policemen.
it's a stereotype thing.
It's not all policemen.
Yeah, but I've been pulled over by Joliet police, and I haven't had an encounter. and I've been pulled over in different state police, and they didn't do. I mean, they didn't do anything out of the ordinary.
Let me make this clear. It's not all policemen are like this. One of our best friends is a police officer.
Right, because I like cops. I'm gonna admit that I actually like cops. I have no problem with cops.
Oh, and then the other story about police brutality. This guy was having a stroke in his car. That's the reason why he ran into a sign. Police pulled him over. They told him to get out of his car when he did not. They thought he wasn't listening or listening to directions, so they tasered him. And then, while he's still sitting in his car, then they unloaded a whole can of pepper spray on him. Pepper spray they counted it down. That. It was 8 seconds.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah. And the man's having a stroke.
But they also did feel like they were being threatened, even though they weren't. But they didn't know that he was having a seizure.
No, that's not the point. There's
after the fact.
There are certain policies and procedures in there. You're supposed to walk up to the car, have him roll down his window, and say, "Are you okay, sir?" If you see him running into something, don't sit there and fucking start attacking him. You sit there and ask him, "Are you okay? Do you know this was going on?" Such like that. Don't sit there and just out of the blue start attacking him and yelling at him and tell him you're going to smoke him or kill him or whatever the police officer said. And it's funny because not even 2 minutes after the video went viral, he resigned. So he knew he was in the wrong. That shit is bullshit. No, this is no excuse. Not all police officers are racist or whatever. But at the same time, there's too much shit. This is the profile from what I've seen from every video is they bald-headed and they white.
That's stereotype 101.
Yeah. But that's what it is. That's who the main cops are attacking, a bald-headed or white, or it's a female thrown into the mix. It's ridiculous because the police are the biggest gang in the world. They get away with a whole bunch of shit. They're raping inmates in prison. They are crooked, running drug and drug deals, doing all this shit, holding intimidation because they think they got that. They can hide behind that badge. You keep this shit up, I swear, like I said in the last video, there will be a war. This is terrorism. You are attacking a race for no fucking reason. Trayvon Martin, all this, it's been happening for a while, but it came to the light whenever Trayvon Martin was shot by a civilian police officer, whatever he was, whatever the fuck he was, by George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman got what he got what coming if he hadn't already got, because I haven't heard anything as of late.
I don't know.
I think he did already.
I don't think he's dead. I just think that he's like in hiding or somewhere.
This has to stop. You know, you want to sit here and say, oh, there's nothing going on, racism doesn't happen. Look at the laws. There's a video on Facebook that I love so much. It's this white girl breaking down what white privilege is and racism. And she puts it into clear perspective. I don't know the link, so it's not going to be in the description or anything. You just have to look the shit up for yourself. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Why treat another human something any different than you want to be fucking treated? Because you think you're better than them? We all bleed and we're all going to die one day. What is up with you making a choice for someone to live or someone to fucking die? It's just stupid. But the police need to go under some serious psychological event. Anything, background history, whatever, pull all the 9 yards out whenever you get hired on as a policeman. Second, body cameras, cameras on cars, everything that can't be shut off, that are on 24/7, need to be put on these police officers. because they think they can get away with anything just because they have that badge. It's stupid.
I mean, I know that it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't want to come to the realization that this is going on, and that, you know, we kind of do need to take a stand before something seriously happens. And I really don't want our country to end up going into a civil war over this. I really feel like it's not necessary. We are the land of the free, home of the brave, so we should start acting like it and stop treating people in such manners that is inhumane because of their race or because of their religion or sex or sexual orientation or whatever the case may be. You know, the other topic we were talking about was the Sandra again.
Mm-hmm.
And
how's she gonna put a video on Facebook talking about
I think
she won't be the one taking her life, and then a week or two after she goes down to Waco, Texas, or goes through Waco, Texas, and trying to get a job or whatever, and ends up dead. What the fuck? Like, really?
I wish I was the attorney on this case, because I would be all over them like white on rice. Because I don't believe for 1 second that lady killed herself. The evidence, see, the hard part is that they're going to have to prove in the court of law, this is for people who don't understand the law and how it works. You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they had the intent to kill her. If they can't prove that in the court of law, then they're not going to be prosecuted. That's the same thing with Zimmerman. That's the same thing with those other cops. The only reason why certain people are charged and certain people aren't is because the lawyers proved beyond a reasonable doubt that they had the intent to break a crime, kill someone, or perform some certain act.
Wow.
So unless that's proven, I hate to say it, they may be walking away. But the family can sue on the grounds of like civil or something like that. It just won't be like, it just won't go to federal, like it won't go to like, you know, grand jury in a criminal case matter. If they beat it, it won't go
They
back
ass
to
is
that
guilty.
end. I mean, they may be guilty, but it's up to
I don't
the law.
give a fuck what the law says.
But
ass is guilty.
A lot of people don't understand that our laws are set up so you don't get put in jail, so that you're not basically just throwing people who are innocent in jail.
These are the same laws that fucking... There's different laws. There's laws set for black people and there's laws set for white people.
I don't believe that. I think there's laws set for white people and they never set any damn laws for black people.
No. You mean the other way around.
I said black people.
No, you mean the other way around. There's no laws for white people, but there's laws for black people.
No, there's laws for white people.
Okay, anyway, watch the video and look it up on Google. Type in white girl talks about white privilege, some shit. She's wearing glasses. She has brown hair. She's really cute. She breaks it down for you on how certain laws help put black people in jail.
I mean, they probably do, like with these drug charges
and how
shit like that.
The penalty is lower, or punishment is not much of a punishment if
lower.
White people are dealing out drugs versus a black person dealing out. Okay, the law was broken down to
because
cocaine.
they're given harsher punishments. Yes,
yeah.
We know that because there's still racism.
Exactly, these are the same laws that are helping white people stay thinking that they are superior.
But it's well, something's gonna have to give. So eventually,
and stop getting mad at Obama. Because he's still cleaning up the shit that other damn redneck of a president's cleaning up. Stop blaming shit on Obama. He can't fix things overnight.
Right, because technically, if we want to get literal with it, Bush is the one that caused all this shit. Obama's the one that's trying to clean this shit up. Mm-hmm. And he can't clean it up in 8 months. You remember
Obama used to look fine. And now, motherfucker, he got gray hair. He look wrinkled as hell. That's because all that stress y'all putting him on, saying that he did this, he did that, it's his fault. Bitch, it ain't his fault. He's the only president in a while that's done this.
No, society as a whole wants to blame the person that it's easiest to blame. It's easier to blame the president than to actually take responsibility for our own society going to hell, because no one does anything right, really.
Yeah.
And no one cares. Like, everyone's out for their own well-being. I mean, it's really ridiculous, like, how our world has truly, like, turned a whole new.
Yeah.
It's just like a dog-eat-dog world. It's really ridiculous. And I understand, I'm not saying that it's okay for criminals to act and steal and commit crime, but I understand why they're doing it, because of the way society is, where you can't get ahead. So you feel the need to steal and kill and rob and all these other things because you're desperate. Society as a whole is desperate. And until we can understand and fix that problem, we're going to continuously have murders and kills and police acting out. I think we're just going to continue with these problems until we come to a realization as a society that we're desperate. We're basically desperate. So it's a lot. It definitely is a lot to deal with. And I'm not saying that, me and Zach knows everything, but, we're just voicing our opinion on what we know to be true. And I mean, I think that's just a factual statement that we are a desperate society, and desperate times calls for desperate measures. And that's why we have so much, crime in certain areas like Detroit or Chicago or Denver, some off the wall place that you wouldn't think would have high crime rate, but they got a high crime rate. And I just believe that we're desperate, and not even the U.S. as the whole world. We're desperate. And I just really pray and hope that, we find an outlook, like we find a light to this dark tunnel that our society and our world is going down. I know that sounds so gloomy, but I'm just being honest.
Alright, so we're going to cut this video short because it's already long as fuck.
And I'm tired. And this is so dreading. I'm gonna go watch Inuyasha or Bleach. I want to watch something happy, like some anime. So
I'm finna watch it inside of my motherfucking eyelids.
That sounds good. I'll probably do that too. So this is us signing off. Make sure you guys are subscribing and comment
and like
down below, like our video, and comment below what your thoughts are about the recent events that we talked about. And also comment if you have ever had any run-ins with the police and like what the encounter was. Like, was it a good encounter or was it a bad encounter? Because we want to know, so we can put this shit out there. So Chad and Zach signing off. Bye guys. Bye.